All right, so you've put a lot of time into developing your sales playbook for the sales team. It's based on perhaps years of development, or maybe it's a new business. This is your new go-to-market strategy. You may have employed sales consultants to help you with this, and you produce this beautiful PowerPoint deck. Goes through all the key points, ICP, your buyer personas. It includes heaps of information about the product, maps out the sales process, aligns it to the buyer's journey, and then maps out all the key actions that people need to execute in each stage. So it looks unreal, and yet the sales team are still winging it on big deals. And there's really three key reasons for this. The first one is that as great as the PowerPoint deck is, it's not embedded in the opportunity workflow. You need your sales process, your methodology, your strategy. You need it embedded inside the opportunity and the way that people actually manage opportunities, whether it's in Salesforce or any other tool. That's the first point. The second point, and these are all kind of related as well, and that is it doesn't actually, what sales playbooks tend to very often just talk about the what. They don't actually go through the how. So they are very process orientated. So they're focused on the how you actually, on the what you actually do in the process, but not actually how you execute. So the methodology, how do we, demo the product is an action. We don't actually show how to demo the product. Further still, it can't ever hope to cover all the different types of scenarios around, demoing to a particular persona or to in a particular industry vertical or in a particular scenario or a particular stage in the deal. And so just by its nature, it's inherently limited in the scope of actually to what extent you can actually detail how you want your sales force to actually execute. And then thirdly, and again, this really underpins everything, and that is that it's a linear format, whether it's a PowerPoint deck, a Word doc, or a Google workbook or whatever. You can build all the hyperlinks in you like, but ultimately what you've got here is a linear document that goes through the sales process, which isn't fit for purpose for what is ultimately a highly complex system, which is B2B sales. Complex B2B selling, big deals, enterprise sales. You're talking about many stakeholders, many different steps which aren't in a linear fashion. You're not just selling to one decision maker, over 5 steps and bang, you can close the deal. There's a lot of complexity. There's a lot of back and forth. You need actually, basically an Office document's not going to cut it. What you need here is a database to cover off all those different scenarios and steps. All the different content around how to actually execute, all the buyer engagement content, the sales support content. You really need a database system that will then actually serve up the relevant contextual elements of your sales strategy inside the opportunity workflow. And so that's fundamentally the problem, and that there's nothing wrong with creating a sales playbook in a PDF is a very good thing to do to basically coordinate all the thinking strategically around what your go-to-market strategy is, but it's not actually an artifact that's actually going to be used by your sales team. I'm sure most VP of sales would have experienced that. So rather than having it sit on the shelf, there's a better way to actually deal with this problem. And that, of course, is SalesGRID. Check it out.